To summarize a little bit of what you guys are about to see, February 13, Cryptic has released a legendary bundle, legendary pack. Within this pack, there were 10 of these legendary starships included in the pack where you can actually buy with Zen. Now, these were really highly priced with about 30,000 Zen that you could buy. I'm not going to look it up, but there was around 30,000 Zen that you could buy it with a discount, mind you. So in the pack were 10 of these legendary ships, and these ships are the ones that you have seen either in the TV shows or either in the mainstream movies, on the big screen. So I already covered a couple of them. I believe I already covered the 3 of them. So we got one that was like really high on engineering and survivability. We also covered one that was really high in science, one in between. And today we are we're gonna do some tactical, some DPS. So I am thinking either the Intrepid warship or the pilot. And I'm thinking more of this, but this is going to be more of a multi-mission, also science-based, so science heavy, but there is also a warship, and that's kind of appealing to me. The way that this ship actually looks like, with like spikes coming out of the aft port section over here. I don't know how to call it, but the aft section where the shuttle bay is actually located. So it's going to be nice, and it also is decked out with lots of like guns and arms and firing points that we are going to be able to see, and especially when we are going to do all of the visuals, the game visuals. That is very nice, and I am seeing that you guys are very enthusiastic about it. You guys are enjoying all of the videos that I'm doing, so I'm going to continue doing all of the visuals and vanity shields, where it actually changes the way that this ship actually looks, the skin of it, as it were. So it is very yeah, it takes a lot of time to actually make one of those videos, but for you guys, I'm willing to sacrifice my time to make those videos so you guys can have some kind of, visual video where you can make your choice what kind of appearance your ship might have, because it is based upon my character and my likes and dislikes about particular ships, so you guys can have a totally different experience, but it is an indication after all. So I am going to do the Warship Voyager this video, and I'm going to cover this beautiful looking ship. Look at that. Look at this thing. Look at this. This is like a photonic cannon, if you if we're going to quote the what was it, emergency command hologram, if I'm remember it correctly, where he was trying out a holo novel when he was fighting the Borg, as it were, in his dreams, if that's even a thing. But anyway, I'm getting really excited about this particular ship, and we are going to make this ship. We're actually going to claim it, make it my current starship, go over to the customization, see what kind of customization we are going to do. After that, going to space, comparison, bridge officer seat, all of these statistics, and then we're going to take it in combat. So we got lots of stuff to do, and let's get to it. So right now I have made my ship, the current one, and when I was going to talk to the NPC, this particular person actually talked to me, and I was like, hey, I really love your videos, thank you so much for doing it. And I was like, sure man, if I can do anything back to you, I will. And I was like, sure, you want to be in a video? So this is Ronald. He is definitely liking all of the videos that I'm making, and he's like, you're really a celebrity. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much, very appreciative. But celebrity status, not really something that is something that I'm thriving for. I'm just wanting to give something back to the community. That's why I'm actually making these videos, to give you guys an idea what you're going to buy. This is not something that, hey, I want to be a celebrity and that's it. No, I'm just giving you guys an idea what these ships are all about, and if the purchase is going to be justified for you, definitely, you know, if you're really liking and making the effort to actually obtaining these ships, you can have an idea what these ships are actually all about. But anyway, this is Ronald Tennant, and he is really one of the followers of the channel, so this is his time a little bit. So here is the warship. It is designated as a warship, even though this is going to be science heavy. I don't mind. I just really, you know, talking about a warship really sounds interesting to me, even though it's not going to be heavy on DPS, and you guys can actually see it over here. 2 tactical console slots, so not going to be heavy on DPS wise, but it is going to be heavy on science DPS wise, so definitely warlike, but then slash science, not slash DPS, there's additional beams and all that, but slash science, so gravity well and all of those really beautiful stuff that is going to eat your gravity, your graphics card up with doing all of the rendering. But anyway, side tracking, here we go. Legendary Miracle Worker multi-mission science vessel. This one is Janeway's ship, the one that has brought us all of the Borg stuff that we come to know as it is currently. There are Bellerophon version of this thing. Wow, that's a beautiful, beautiful looking ship like that. There, oh, look at these wings. It has like wings on the nacelles. Very nice. Do these nacelles actually go up, or is it just stationary like that? I wonder. These wings are awesome. Very nice. Very, very beautiful. Bellerophon Cochrane version. Yeah, too bulky, not my kind of taste. Discovery? Seriously? What? Okay, I'm thinking Discovery as in Discovery the TV show, but this one... Oh, look at the fins over here. That's so wrong. That is so wrong. Intrepid is just the Voyager stuff. We have seen that plenty of time in the TV show. We have the Pathfinder with the nacelles totally different, located differently. Usually they're like up, but now they're like down. Nice. Very, very cool. Oh, I love the deflector dish. If that's deflector dish is behind. I don't know what this upper part is, this part right here, but I like it. I like it. It's pretty. It has lights. It has RGB. Who doesn't like RGB these days? Anyway, Warship. That is the one that we are currently going to read upon. So, the legendary Miracle Worker science vessel comes with the following consoles of a previous version. So, Ablative Generator, Photonic Shockwave Torpedo, and also the Aeroshuttle. The Aeroshuttle should be somewhere here on the bottom, or at least in the probably in the TV shows. It's been like there somewhere. And this thing had like landing feet coming out of this part right here, where it actually landed on the demonic planet. I don't know if you guys have followed Voyager, but I have followed Voyager a lot of times, so I kind of know a little bit. But anyway, upon reaching level 5 in the Starship Mastery, you will unlock the Ablative Field Projector Starship trait. This trait can be found in the previous version of this starship. So they're talking about this thing right here. Ship heal grants temporary hit points for the next 15 seconds to the target. Now, the 179.4 that you guys are seeing, that is based on a ground character. That's not the current, or at least that's not the number that we are going to see in space. In space, it's going to have a totally different outcome. And it also, let me just justify that as well. Your guys' build could have like a totally different number, because those numbers are usually generated with my particular character, the choices that I make console-wise and all of that, traits, and, you know, everything has to do with that. So that number is going to be generated differently for your character, but for my character it's going to be lower, because, as you guys know, I am running 0 skills. Upon reaching level 6 in the Starship Mastery, you will unlock the evasive modified warp core starship trait on all characters on your account. Well, this trait is slotted. Activating Captain abilities can improve healing and damage based on the rank of bridge officer ability currently reflected by the ships. I see that this is a copy-paste that they did for all of the ships. It's not going to do healing or damage. Based on my past experience that I made the reviews about them, these traits doesn't have to do anything with what they have written down here. So if you look over to the trait itself, it says flight impulse and quantum slipstream perform better, bonus lingers after existing a full impulse. That has not to do anything with healing, that has not to do anything with damage. So I don't know why they copy-pasted this on all of the ships. Maybe they're going to come back to a later point and then rectify this mistake that they did, because I'm seeing something that's not there. And if I'm going to purchase this particular ship, I'm going to base it on what they have written down there. And some of you might actually think like, hey, this is going to be very overpowered, let's buy this, and then come to a conclusion that this is not something that has to do with healing or damage at all. This is full impulse, quantum slipstream, perform better. I don't know if anybody is using quantum slipstream. Maybe if you're doing the AC, the tour of the galaxy, grabbing the EC out of there, it might be something useful for you, but I'm seeing the trait is not really something that you might want to have for for flying your ship, because we normally like transwarp to the beginning of the location. We don't have to physically go there anymore to the system or to the planet. We basically transwarp like this, transfer to the location, and then you hit OK, and then you go there. Anyway, sorry. Tier 6, Federation and Federation Allied, Starfleet and Starfleet Allies. So we do have the option to, if you have a Romulan character that has allegiance to the Federation, you can have this ship. If you have a Jem'Hadar that has allegiance to this, to the Federation, you can have this ship. If you have Klingons or a species that is allied with the Klingons, you're not going to have access to neither of these legendary ships. These are only available for the Federation amongst us. We are going to see that this thing has a hull modifier of 1.3 and a shield modifier 1.3. Now this is already an indication that this is going to be a tank. Something that is going to be higher than 1.1, 1.2 is definitely going to be a shield tank, because the shield and the hit point numbers of your hull and your shield is going to be off the roof. Forward weapons 3, weapons on the aft 3 as well. You have room for 3 devices with the console modification. We are going to take a look in later on here, and also in space, a bridge officer, the seatings as well. We have a base turn rate of 11 degrees per second with an impulse modifier of 0.2. Inertia rating of 60, plus 5 to weapon power, plus 5 to shield power, plus 5 to engine power, and plus 15 to auxiliary power. Okay, so we got plus 30 at base amount of power. That's a lot though. That is a lot. Can you please rotate? Thank you so much. What else? So the Universal Ablative Generator, Photonic Shockwave Torpedo, the Aeroshuttle, sensor analysis. That is a skill that's not being utilized a lot, to be honest. As you know, it has potential, but I'm not seeing it utilized a lot. Subsystem targeting, the same. Subsystem targeting is a ability that you can I'm going to show this in space, where you can actually target engines, weapons, shields, and all of that on a particular enemy. What else? Secondary deflector slot, because it is definitely science heavy. You can also equip dual cannons and dual heavy cannons as well. It also has a hangar bay equipped with a Delta Flyer. Nice, very nice. Innovating mechanics. What else? Starship ability package, science vessel, so enhanced particle generator, exotic base damage, enhanced shield system, shield hit points, enhanced restoration circuitry is going to give us healing, reactive shielding technology is going to give us shield regen and hardness, ablative field projector is the starship trait that we are going to unlock And the extensive modified warp core is the account unlock the starship tray. That is the 6th version over here. So we can actually see the bridge officer layout a little bit here, but I'm going to take my time in space. We are going to see a console layout of 4 engineering, 2 tactical, so the traditional DPS that you're going to do with beams or with cannons and dual cannons and all of that. It's not going to be very heavily, but science-wise, we got 5 of these consoles, and we have a universal console here. That means that we can also utilize this universal console to equip a tactical console, or you can go really heavy on the science stuff and utilize this as a science. Make it 6 science consoles over here, or if that's to your liking, make it a 5 engineering consoles, or a 5th engineering console slot to enhance its survivability. I wouldn't. I would go science. Anyway, all of those I've already been covering, so all of these are just numbers. It says here shield modifier 1.25, and it says right here shield modifier of 1.3. Come on, which one is it? Don't make me doubt myself. I'm just going to go by the text. Shield modifier 1.3, even though it says here shield modifier 1.25. I'm just going to go with 1.3. Anyway, those are the statistics and a little bit of a backstory behind this particular ship. Now I'm going to go to the customization, see what kind of customization we can do on this very beautiful looking ship. Now at the default, we come here at the ship customization. Oh, we can actually see that this... Is this the shuttle? Yeah, I think it is the shuttle, right? The legs came from here, so these aren't the legs. This is the Aeroshuttle. Okay. So the different templates we can choose from. Bellerophon is the one that this ship comes equipped with. We got the Cochrane, we got the Discovery, Intrepid, Pathfinder, and Warship. That is the one that we are going to do. Oh my god. Oh my god, this upper part. The bottom part, it doesn't seem to be very different. I don't know what these... No, these are not guns in any way or form. But these things right here, oh my god, look at this. This might be like some kind of like lance ability. We have... These have weapon nodes on top of them, or at least I believe they have weapon nodes. Oh my god. What are these things on the sides? Are those like weapon torpedo tubes or anything like that? These wings or notches, whatever they are. And look at that. Look at these things. Look at these points coming out of the hole where you actually see the shuttle bay area. Very nice. I like it. We don't have a unique bridge. So as I've said, previous section on this particular reviews that I'm doing, as of late, Cryptic is not, I repeat, it is not doing a unique bridges anymore to the new ships that they're releasing. The last one is I believe somewhere 2 or 3 years back that they made some kind of unique bridge to fit the theme of the ship that they're doing, but we are not seeing anything as of late. And it is a little bit of a shame, because we just had the Borg Juggernaut as a lockbox, and that definitely deserves some kind of like Borg room area where they had like, they have plenty to choose from, all of the Borg stuff from STFs and stuff like that, and just make something happen like that. It doesn't have to be a bridge, because if you've seen episodes with the Borg stuff, you can actually know that the Borg doesn't have like a unique bridge. They just have a section and everybody can make the ship go to the left, right, up and down and all that. Anyway, detour. Windows, those lights that you guys see underneath the hull right there. Let me just make it so you guys can actually see. That's not good. Right here, windows. We have the Intrepid. That's the one that comes default. We have the Type 1, Type 2, Type 3, and Type 4. Type 4? Okay, type 4 is to reserve power for the warship because they're not on. Everything is dark. It's party time. They're making babies over there. Anyway, Intrepid. I'm gonna leave it at the Intrepid version because I'm gonna have the out of the box experience. We do have different material types, and these are all of the material types that comes equipped with the legendary pack. So if you buy the pack, you're definitely going to have access to all of these, including all of the normal ones, type 0 all the way to veteran. But we are going to start with the Defiant. Now this is the Defiant version. So we got Benjamin Sisko sort of layout on top of this Intrepid class of warship. I should say warship. I shouldn't say Intrepid. Intrepid is a classification of this thing. This is a warship. Even though the trait of this thing is not really doing anything, but it is a warship. So that's the Defiant. Let me just go a little bit quicker. So we got the fleet variant. I don't know what the fleet variant is all about, but we do have a, oh, I like that. We have the fleet variant. Nice. We have a fleet 2 variant. Oh my god, how many fleet variants are we going to get? I like it. I like it. I love the blue trim. Nice. That's so cool. Even though it's a little bit too busy for me. Too many lines, too many stuff that's going to draw your attention. Galaxy. Oh my god, Galaxy is a little bit dusty. That's what comes to my mind. Dusty all over. Look at this thing. This thing is dirty. It needs a wash. And a rinse. Look at these torpedo tubes. Oh, the deflector dish is nice. Look at that. All right, moving on to the Intrepid. Intrepid is the standard stuff that comes equipped with this thing. So we are going to go to the NX version. So we got Jonathan Archer's material type over here. Okay. We are seeing the NX, the NCC and a bunch of numbers over here. Is there a name written somewhere? Oh, okay, right here. On top. Very nice. It usually is somewhere on the hull as well, so it's like up here. Very cool, very cool. The refit, really, really bright. Okay, okay. Ooh, I like it, I like it. I like the shadows. Somehow I really enjoy the shadow and not the reflective glow. This is hurting my eyes. What are these, like solar panels or something like that? All right, refit Sovereign. The Sovereign version on the Intrepid hull. Or the Warship hull, sorry. Whenever I see this ship, I actually want to call it Intrepid, even though with all of these additions to it, it is not. Refit. Oh, I don't know. Mixed feelings about the refit. I do enjoy the deflector dish. The outer part is very good. Very good. I like it a lot. Now, I do apologize if you guys are hearing a dog barking. I hope you don't hear that, but he's like screaming at neighbors and whoever comes passing by. But it shouldn't come in the at the microphone. The intensity is not that high. Anyway, material type 0. So this is more of a the original series theme going on right here. So we got James, the original James Kirk. Very nice, very nice. Ooh. Ooh, nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Type 1. Ooh, type 1, not good. Not good at all. Not liking type 1. Moving on, type 2. Type 2, type 2, type 2. I don't know about that. I don't know. Very old material type. Definitely need a updated version of all of these, type 1 all the way to type 8. We kind of need an update because these are the old material types that we had. They added these things to customize our starship a little bit, like back in the days. We're talking about like 7 or 8 years back. Type 4, and this is how we could customize the ships. And these are just not good. These are not good anymore. Moving on, type 5. Not really enjoying the older material types, to be honest. Moving on, type 6, really bright. Really, really bright. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Nope. Let's go to type 7. Type 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. I'm kind of liking type 7, but I'm also not liking it because it's like really bright. If it was a little bit darker, like it is right now, like it's in the shadow, I would I would love it even more. I love the bottom part. Yes, I love the bottom part. The bottom part like that, oh, that's beautiful. The upper part, not so much. Yeah, that's my experience with these things. Type 8. Type 8. It has an appeal to it, to be honest. This is really bright and is really up in your face. Very nice. Very, very cool. Very cool. Type 8B. What's the real difference between 8A and B? Really bright and a little bit glowy to it, gloss. Yeah, somebody's PMing me. That's the noise that you guys hear. I do apologize if that is you. I am recording, so I am not responding. I do apologize. Again, I am going to see, and I'm going to read what you've said, and I'm also going to respond. Hopefully you're going to be online, because sometimes you guys respond or at least ask me or PM me in the game, and they're like, after like 2 or 3 minutes, you just go offline, and I'm like, okay, I want to talk to you, but you're gone. So what is up with that? Give me time, man. Give me time to respond. This is the upgraded material types. Yeah. Ooh, no. What is this? This is the secondary deflector. Okay. And this is a primary and secondary deflector right here. Okay. Nice. Yeah. No. No. The upgrade. Nah. Okay. So a veteran version of this thing is definitely beautiful, because they definitely take their time making the veteran very, very appealing. Look at this thing. That's amazing right there. I should use the veteran material on my other ships as well. I love the blue. I love the blue and I love the pink. I'm sorry, but I just love them. Oh my god, look at them. I wish we could change the sunlight to have like a different what's it called, surroundings. Oh my god, that is beautiful. All right, let's see what kind of customization we can do. Pylons. We can do Pathfinder underneath. Wait, let me just... Yeah, here we go. And I don't even know why I started with the pylons. So we got the Bellerophon. These are just basic bulky and just put them up there. We have the Cochrane moving a little bit down. Hey, moving a little bit downwards. So up, down, Discovery to the side, Intrepid, normal, and the Pathfinder is at the bottom. Nacelles. We have different nacelle types as well. Let me just get the nacelles right here. So we got the Pathfinder. Yeah, it looks hideous. This is the original Intrepid. We got the Discovery. We got the Cochrane. And we got the Bellerophon. Kind of liking the Bellerophon though. But not the... well, maybe Bellerophon. That might be interesting to fly right like that. So the saucer section... what is that? We got the Pathfinder, we got the Intrepid, we got Discovery, Cochrane over here, and the Bellerophon. No, it's going to be Warship. No question about it. And the hull... Oh, that might be interesting. Like this entire hull is like one big giant deflector dish. It's like a cannon beginning from all the way to the end and it's like pointing forward. Discovery version, Intrepid is normal stuff, the Pathfinder and the Warship. What is the difference between the Intrepid and the Warship? There is no unique difference between these two. Or at least I'm not seeing it. Intrepid, Pathfinder is basically the same as the Warship. Okay. Warship it is. This is the default skin and this is the way we are going to cover this particular ship in this review. So I'm going to head into space, see who actually PM'd me, give him a message back, and then we are going to go into space, see how big this ship is in comparison to the Lucari science ship. Now I am in space right now, and then look at how big the I just I wanted to say look at how big this ship is, and then I zoomed out. Sorry. Big fail right there. You guys saw the Lucari science ship right there. It's not that big. Anyway, this is the this ship compared to the Lucari science ship. It is basically just like the Lucari science ship. It's a little bit bigger. Like, I don't actually know the real dimensions, what it is in the game, because they don't offer us that. I know the dimension has been are available for the Voyager ship and the Intrepid class that's already on the internet and all that, but we don't know what the dimensions are in space. So we're kind of guessing how big this is, and I'm usually taking this science ship as a comparison to do all of the reviews. But this is how it looks. This is how it looks in space and how big it is in comparison to the Lucari ship right there. Let me also leave the team because I don't need you anymore. Hey. Oh, okay. Whoa, what was that? That was weird. Anyway, yeah, let me just move out of the way. I don't need you anymore. I only needed you to do some comparison. Okay, so this is how the ship actually looks like. Now, these are the items and gears that this ship comes equipped with. Now, we actually see that it is true. We have 3 weapons on the front, 3 weapons on the aft. We have a deflector, a secondary deflector, impulse, warp shields, and all of that. Very good, very nice. Those are just the standard stuff. Room for 3 devices, so you can put like deuterium surpluses over there, or red matter, or all of the other stuff that is going to enhance your build, like these, like batteries and all of that. Even this, the catalyst is very nice to have, like temporary hit points. Very, very nice to put up here. But this deuterium surplus is not something you're going to need in this thing, because this is already flying really fast and already doing donuts in its turn. Look at that, 17 degrees per second. And I'm using the default gear. I'm not enhancing anything. Let me just make sure that that is going to go away. So 17.5 degrees per second. It is turning without any modifications to it, the default stuff. And that is how we are going to fly this particular ship. Now, let me just give it in a turn, making it just a turn the whole time so you guys can actually see it a little bit. Now, I cannot move that away. And if I actually I'm going to remove that, this is how it actually turns. It turns really, really quick. Quicker than most ships that I use, to be honest. So for me, this thing is like flying all over against the enemy and, you know, making donuts, because I normally fly ships that turn like 7, 8, 9 degrees per second. It's like an eternity, but these ships, these small ships, very highly maneuverable. Now, as it stands out, we definitely have the Delta flyers over here. I would recommend grabbing yourselves the better version. I thought I had one. I thought I had the Delta flyers, but anyway. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, there are better ones in the dilithium store. If you want to go that route, let me just go real quick. Hangar pets over here and Delta flyers. Here we go. So these are the ones that come equipped with are the normal versions. So you have like phaser array, micro torpedo, photon torpedo, and tachyon beam 1. So you get, if you grab the ones that are available from the dilithium, you're going to enhance the tachyon beam to a version 2 and also get transphasic torpedoes instead of just normal micro photon torpedoes over here. Phaser array and phaser array. So these are definitely, you know, the better version. If it's going to cost you 25,000 dilithium and a little bit, grab yourselves these. But there are also a better version than these. These are from the ones that I'm talking about are from the Fleet Spire. No, from the Fleet Starbase. Sorry, Fleet Starbase has like the elite version, and those are the best if you want to have an enhancement in your hangar base pets. Okay, so moving on. This is the Aeroshuttle. Let me go to more details of here. Oh my god. Long-range science vessel Starship may equip it with an Aeroshuttle bay, allowing the science vessel to deploy a useful support craft to aid the Starship in combat. The Aeroshuttle provides support with offensive science abilities and equipment with special phaser beam arrays to have a greater chance to knock the target subsystems offline. This passive to your shield hit points. 12.7 maximum shield capacity. Shield hit points capacity, okay. May be equipped in any console slot in any long-range science vessel variant. So all of these that you see here above, if you have one of these, you can actually put the Aeroshuttle over there and have it fly with you. So abilities: phaser, beam array, phaser dual beam bang, quantum torpedo launcher, tractor beam, beam overload, viral matrix, and jam sensors. Very nice. You can only use this thing for, what does it say, 1 minute and 30 seconds in recharge. So nice. A level 66 attack craft, which will aid you in battle. Now this is also part of a set I'm seeing right here. So if you have 2 of these sets, it's going to give you Starship Shield Restoration. It's going to improve your shield healing, and also plus 5% in maximum shield capacity, so meaning more shield hit points. And also the Aeroshuttle weapon upgrade. If you have all 3 of these universal consoles equipped, enable the use of Photonic Shockwave Torpedo at the Aeroshuttle. Now, unfortunately, this is going to be utilized by the AI, so we are not going to be able to use it on ourselves. So it's not going to be a clicky, I'm guessing. So that's the universal console, and let me just make sure that that's not going to be some kind of clicky, that we are going to be able to push a button and then the aircraft is going to use that. No, gen sensors. Oh, wait a minute. We have that. No, this is something that I can do. Photonic Shockwave Torpedo. That's probably one of those. Is it this? What? Wait a minute. What's the thing called? Enables the photonic from on the Aeroshuttle. Okay, so, okay, my mistake. If I'm reading it correctly, you can actually utilize this, but then the Aeroshuttle is going to fire it off. Hopefully. So, moving on. Next, Universal Console. What does it say? This is going to have a standard torpedo to generate a photonic shockwave upon impact. First used by the Romulan captain of the Battle of the Vorkado. The EMH of this U.S.S. Voyager successfully used this tactic against two Quadrant ships in 2377 when he was temporarily in command of the ship. First used by Romulan captain at the Battle of Vorkado. The EMH of the U.S. successfully used this tactic against two Quadrant ships in the 2377 was it was temporarily in command of the ship. The original photonic shockwave maneuver required targeting the torpedo with a direct energy weapon. However, equipping a torpedo with a vanadium detonator has been proven to be quality effective. This ability works only with standard photon torpedoes and may not be compatible with more exotic projectile weaponry. This console mode can be equipped with any slot, yada yada yada, any one of these things at any given time. Photonic Shockwave Torpedo improves your next torpedo attack. Activating this ability will upgrade your next torpedo with a vanadium detonator. This modified torpedo detonates just before impact to produce the photonic shockwave. This shockwave releases a massive blast, repelling enemy ships, disabling ship abilities, and inflicting kinetic-based damage. This console ability only works with standard torpedo types and may not be compatible with more exotic projectile weaponry. So the vanadium detonator is this thing that we were talking about, the Photonic Shockwave Torpedo. Okay, I'm confused highly right now. What is this thing called? Photonic Shockwave Torpedo load. So you're going to load this. This is probably because of this. So if I remove it, it's going to go away. Yes. So I was right about the Aeroshuttle. Where was it here? The third piece set is going to be able to utilize only by the Aeroshuttle. It's not a clicky. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Put that here and the... Okay, good. Came back. So the Ablative Generator... developed by the 21st century technology brought back when Kathryn Janeway of the crew of U.S.S. Voyager, when they returned from the Delta Quadrant, this construct generates ablative armor around your ships, making it more impenetrable, making you almost impenetrable. When it is active, shields and energy weapon will be offline. Wait, what? I thought she fired at the Borg cube when this thing was on. What? That's not right. Get it right, people. That's not, man. She had that diaphragm going open, and when they launched the transphasic torpedoes, so that's not right. That's not right. When the ablative armor is activated, your ship becomes extremely resistant, almost impenetrable. Your shields will go offline and energy-based weapon cannot be used. However, torpedoes and mine can be accommodated by the armor. Maintaining the generators is extremely power intensive, so the armor can only be maintained for a short period of time and takes very long time to reinitialize. 15 max. I don't know what 15 max is, but sure. Target self 2 seconds to activate, 1 minute to recharge. After 2 seconds, plus 900 bonus all damage resistance rating for the next 15 seconds. Takes your energy-based weapons offline for the next 15 seconds and also takes your shield offline for 15 seconds. Okay, so I was partially right. Talking about the torpedoes, the transphasic torpedoes. When Admiral Janeway fired the torpedoes at the Borg cube, she did open the diaphragm where the two torpedo bays were firing transphasic torpedo at the Borg cubes. But wasn't there like beams firing at? No, there wasn't, right? So they are right. I'm wrong. Okay, so that's twice that I'm wrong in this warship video. Sorry about that, guys. The energy-based weapons is offline. That is correct. I believe, if I really think about it, the Voyager ship did not fire any weapons against the Borg cubes. Only fired the transphasic torpedoes. So, yep, that's good for them. Advanced the field stabilizer. This is part of the space set. We already talked about this, and also that one. So we are going to go into Starship Mastery. We are going to unlock level 1 plus 15 damage to exotic damage abilities. Right there, you guys can actually see that this thing is supposed to be exotic based tank. No, exotic based DPS, not a tank. 2, 10% in shield hit points. Level 3, improve hull and shield healing abilities by 10%, so a little bit of tanky. Shield generation every 6 seconds, and also 5% shield resistance. Level 5 is the unlockable Starship trait. Shield heal will grant temporarily hit points, 3000 hit points with my current build for the next 15 seconds. It does not say how often this can actually proc. I guess we'll have to see when we unlock it. And the 6th one is intensive modified warp core, full impulse, and quantum substance before better. Bonus lingers after exiting full impulse. So plus 30 flight speed during full impulse, 125 inertia during full impulse, and also 25 turn speed during full impulse. Bonus linger after exiting full impulse after 15 seconds. Significantly improve flight speed and turn rate during quantum slipstream. So these is not actually usable by us, except people that are going to be able to do the tour of the galaxy might have a use for this. The rest, dare I say, useless. Bridge officer stations. Here we go. We have a Lieutenant Universal station, so you can put engineering, science, or tactical over there. We have a Lieutenant Tactical station to do the traditional DPS. We have a Lieutenant Commander Engineering / Pilot station. This is definitely high in turn rate, so pilot maneuvers is definitely nice to utilize. We have a Commander Science, so 4 of the science ability with Miracle Worker station, so you can definitely put Miracle Worker people over there as well, and a Lieutenant Science station. Nice. Okay, so let me look up the Admiralty card for you guys. So here it is, Legendary Miracle Worker Multi-Mission Science Vessel. 3 stars in its rarity. Okay, so not that good. We have 35 points in engineering, 20 in tactical, and we have 62. That's a whopping 62 in science. Well, there it is, guys. If you don't believe me, look at these numbers. You're going to find out that this is a DPS ship that is going to do exotic based damage. Right there, 62 of them. Special ability plus 10 to engineering per science ship that you're going to equip in the same project. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to take this thing into combat the way it is with these. No, I'm going to change those a little bit. I need some other guy that has like gravity well or something like that. Let me put you up here. So I need gravity well, drivers of shield for shield, hail, science. That I need gem sensors, feedback pulse. No, DRB. Okay, so no real thought has gone into this, guys. Hey, I'm not even using beams. Why am I not using beams? Okay, let me grab some standard beams. I believe I have some standard stuff. Yeah, that is the default stuff. Those are not really enhanced. And I want to use beams. I don't want to use... You know what? Cannon is fine. Cannon is fine. I don't want to make too... like an overpowered build. Because these are like the normal stuff and these are Mark 10. So I'm gonna take this in combat and see how it is going to perform with all of these stuff right here. Now, no real thought has gone into this, guys. This is just something that I took like 2 seconds to think about, and then I brought it into existence. And let me just take it into combat in Argala Patrol and see how it's going to perform. The Argala Patrol I'm actually using because that's basically the benchmark that I used to when I was doing reviews, and they made it easier for us to do when you just go up here and hit the patrol button, and then you can basically launch stuff coming. Let's do this guy first. Okay, I'm going to activate a couple of powers. No, this guy, and I'm also going to activate shuttle and the Aeroshuttle as well, and utilize that because that's going to debuff the enemy a little bit. Use gravity well on there just to make him stay up here. Now here's what beams are really good because they're going to utilize it when I'm at the aft. Jam sensor. Was it jam sensors? What's this thing called? Yeah, targeting sensors. All right, torpedo, high yield, chemo, go, go, go. Too late. Wow, my shuttle, my pet is taking a long time to recharge. Finally, we got one. And that's gonna probably kill me. Too late. Too late. Here you guys can actually see the armor being utilized to its full potential. Not really blocking anything, but you can actually see that's like it's tucked in, and there we go. It is normal. Very nice. A little bit of cinematics for you guys. Shuttle. What? 1 minute to deploy these things again? Oh my god, the pets are... that's just wrong. Now, obviously, when I'm going to enhance the auxiliary power, the recharge time of these things are going to go down. So we're going to be able to utilize them faster and faster. But 1 minute at default, that's... oh my god, that's really high. Okay, let's gravity well these guys. A little bit closer. Oh my god, it's not moving. Come on, move! Look, my shuttle is actually going over there faster than... okay, gravity well, DRB, tends these guys sensors so they start attacking. And we can actually, oh, this is what I was talking about. So you can target their weapons. Okay, this guy's already dead. Target the weapons, shields, engines, or auxiliary power level. Just basically just the one that we are here. We can actually knock it offline as well. So that is something that some ships have access to, and it's really nice, to be honest, but I don't see a lot of use on this thing. Me personally, I never use them, but that's just me. I just don't use those stuff. Now, as you guys can see, I'm not going to take... let me just grab evasive maneuvers because I really don't want to be here too much. Evasive maneuvers, where are you? Right here. Okay, put that there, hit the button. So this is the Voyager, the Warship multi-mission science vessel, I believe it is called. The Legendary Miracle Worker multi-mission science vessel. It doesn't have any, it's, you know, photonic shockwave or photonic shockwave. It does have this thing, but it doesn't have like a photonic cannon. I was really thinking that this thing is going to have some kind of like overpowered special ability that, no. These are just looks. Even though it has like, you know, an extra universal console, so you can have like really, really overpowered sciencey stuff, even if that's a thing. But the way it is, it's good. I like it though. Just based on look wise, I kind of need to you know, take a closer look at what science all DPS wise is going to do. Hey, we can actually see that the shuttle is actually gone over here. Nice. The shuttle is gone. I wonder if I despawn it, it will actually come here. Is it going to... where did it go? Okay, it does give us the animation. Oh, that is beautiful. Nice, nice, nice. I did not know that. That is cool. Anyway, let me level this thing all the way up to unlock the starship traits and all of that. Even though it's not really good to unlock it because it's not going to be utilized in combat or any scenario. It is going to fly faster, you know, and have like, you know, better speed, flight speed. Temporary hit points when you're going to shield heal. So I don't think I'm going to level this thing all the way up. You guys know what temporary shield heals are. You know, temporary hit points by shield. So these are like shield and you're going to get temporary hit points. This thing is going to turn out pink in color. Anyway, I'll put some better gear on this thing and have like a normal scenario outcome because that is needed for this particular ship. So I'll be right back again. So for the higher version, or at least the more DPS version, I have made these as a changes. I made the ship pink with the pink variant of the vanity shield over here in the visual slot. The mastery I have not unlocked. Like I said earlier, this is just going to be temporary hit points. There is not going to be any visuals or anything like that. And this is only going to be applicable in when you're going to be in quantum slipstream or just a faster turn rate. So there's not going to be any visual. I did equip everything that I have laying around, mismatching all of the components. Now this is not a build, as you guys already know. I don't do builds on the videos. This is just something that I laying around and no real thought has gone into this, so don't use this as a build. Now the bridge officer seating and station, I did not change anything. The only thing that I did change is I put everything that I have on key binding. So everything in row number 10 and row number 9 has been set to a key binding, and that's how I am going to display this particular ship in the same patrol mission in Wanted. Now why am I doing this? I want to give you guys an experience that is not going to... hello, can we... wow, that took a lot of time. I want to give you guys an experience like you guys can have the same items, the same gear as I'm currently having. I don't want to deck this particular ship all the way up to very epic and all of that, very overpowered and all that, because then you're going to be like, well, I did everything in the same deal as in your video, but I don't have the same damage output. So with that being said, let me just hit on everything on my key binding and see how much damage this ship is going to do traditionally, because I am utilizing all of the damage capabilities that this ship is doing via the normal damage output. I'm not doing any scientific like stuff. Only DRB is right here that is going to do like physical damage, but that's about it, nothing else. And you guys can see it is doing traditionally with one enhancement in critical chance. Oh, sorry, 2 enhancement in critical chance. I also utilized the universal console for a enhancement in critical chance. And that's about it, to be honest. That's about everything that I am doing. Let me also launch a different one and do the torpedo enhancement. Photonic Shockwave, there it is. It basically pushed back everything, and then everything should follow in the gravity well, but I'm guessing the gravity well is not very... okay, it is pulling them back. My gravity wells are not that effectiveness. It's not that effective because I don't have any science skill points that is going to enhance the gravity well and all of the scientifically DPS things that you normally do. But as you guys see, traditionally, even though this thing only has 2 consoles from the tactical and 1 universal, I'm utilizing that as a tactical. It is doing definitely more than normal DPS wise. As you guys can see, it is firing its torpedoes, even though one is missing and it's going that. Both of them have missed. What? Both of them are like duds. It is fun to fly this thing, I can tell you that. It is definitely fun, even though my what was the beam overload actually is missing the whole time. Oh, now it is connecting. Did 4k damage, 16 damage. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. It is not overpowered to say the least, but that has to do with my consoles not being my consoles are not all the way up to the max level. These consoles are not enhancing this particular build at all, and my skills as a captain or is not enhancing any science stuff. So that's why this ship is performing the way it is performing, even though it is performing good. Not that not the best out of this ship that it has more than that potentially. I'm gonna go towards the sunlight. It is fun to fly, to say the least. It is definitely something to think about if you want to purchase the bundle. This trait is not really going to enhance your damage output or enhance anything like that. It's going to enhance quantum slipstream and turn rate and speed, but that's about it. So I wouldn't get this particular ship if they actually made the bundle to be purchased separately somewhere down the line, but it is an okay ship. If you're into science, you can definitely utilize all of the consoles and all of the bridge officer seating. Let me bring that up right here to more a traditional firing DPS wise, because it has a miracle worker seating and also a pilot pilot bridge officer seating, so you can utilize both of these things to their full potential. I don't want you. Can you dismiss? Thank you. But that's it for this review. Hope you guys had a little bit of fun and entertainment coming out of my channel. I would love to see you guys on the next one. The next video is going to be the visuals, where we're going to equip all of the different vanity and visual space sets on this particular ship, and it's gonna be awesome. Well, that's it. Later.